I've had it a bunch of times in my life where I've been in countries. I was in Sofia, Bulgaria. I was talking to this girl. She's like, hey, she's 10 out of 10. And I've been talking to her for a few weeks. She's like, hey, let's meet at this place. I'm like, let's go here. No, this is my favorite place. Let's go here. And I was like, no, I'll turn pussy down. I could have been wrong. Could have been right. Could have been right. We're never going to know. I'll turn it down. But if you have that guy in your crew, hey, bro, she's so hot, bro. She's so hot. That's problems for you and him and everyone else. So you got to be very careful with the kind of life you're living. But if you live with people who have their lives in order, it's important. But professionalism is also a really big one. When I see people who are sloppy, it makes me very uncomfortable. Just general sloppiness. I can't explain it. It makes me uncomfortable.
When a girl is your girl, are you telling her anything? Or is it a understanding? Like, hey, listen, these are some things that I follow, and you're either okay with this or you're not, but I'm not compromising these things. Do you have those conversations when a girl is your main girl?
Yeah, so I've had relationships with women for 5 or 6 years, and they never knew my job. And I'll just say to them, look, if you know things, even though I don't do anything wrong, but if you know even who I associate with, you know things, then you have to lie. Why isn't it easier if you just don't know? Then you gotta lie. Right? So I'm working. What's work? Work's work. You're on a jet. You're on a jet. Right? So I keep certain things from them because it makes it easier than them having to worry about a false narrative or a lie. In the event of whatever, or if we break up, then what, right? So I'm very careful of that. I'm very, very careful who I talk around as well. Like if there's random, like on the yacht, me, Tristan, and my cousin, we were just with 30 girls on the yacht. We didn't talk business once. We talked business one night, but everyone was asleep. A couple times, like Luke went to go, hey man, I'll message you. We'll be sitting in the same room, WhatsApp. This is people. Loose lips sink ships. Doesn't matter if you're doing nothing wrong. You gotta be careful who you're talking around. They listen to shit. And in the modern world, they record shit. Like you don't want to, even if it's a 0.1% chance, but what's the upside? Like there's no upside. Yep. So why take the 1% chance? Risk reward. I'm very, very careful. And especially with women, not because they're necessarily malicious, because women in general don't have to worry about the certain things I'm talking about in terms of professionalism. There's a whole bunch of beautiful, smart, great women out there who just go through life and they're just Instagramming everywhere they go and they forgot their keys and do. And if she's too close to your circle, she's just an in. It's an in to get you. And you gotta be careful. And it's amazing whether it's the 1970s Soviet spies or the 2022 mafia, when they want to get a dude, it's a chick. You either send a new chick or you watch his old chick or you find his girlfriend, even a bounty hunter today. Let's say I was wanted by the police and they couldn't find him. Who's his girl? Bet he's gone there. Bet he needs some sex. Go put a car there. Every time. Every fucking time. You gotta keep this shit in order. And the women I associate with have enough respect for me to go, okay, I don't know. Fine. Just, I love you. When they arrested El Chapo's girl, didn't you say I didn't know he was a criminal? I thought he was a chef or some shit. I was like, perfect. She doesn't even know a lie anymore. He's a chef. He told me he's a chef. He's a chef.
He's a billionaire chef.
He's a chef. Dude's a chef. I don't know. The guy's a chef. So, and it's actually interesting because a lot of men want to brag to women because we want to show status. So you want to sit there and brag about all the good things you do, but there is a downside to that. There is a degree of downside. I was in Moldova. No, I take that back. I was in Constanta, Romania 9 years ago before I moved there. And I was in a club and I must have been the only foreign person in the club. And there was a 11 out of 10 Moldovan girl, the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen. And I went over and I tried to talk to her and she said, yeah, I only drink champagne. At the time I didn't have that much money. I said, I only drink champagne. Well, I'm finished drinking for the night, but it's very nice to meet you because I couldn't afford a bottle of champagne, so I had to style it. So I was like, I don't have any, I said, I'll finish drinking for the night, but it's very nice to meet you. What's your name? What's your name? Okay, nice to meet you. Bye. Left the club, whatever. Next day I came, I saw her on this table, champagne show. Next table, champagne show. And while she was doing all this, we were kind of catching each other's eye, looking a little bit, And a couple times I caught her at lunch. Constanta's like a beach town. I caught her at lunch, I spoke for a little bit. And she kept asking me for champagne. I was like, listen, you are absolutely gorgeous. I think you and I are gonna have a long and happy future together, but I'm not gonna buy you champagne. I'll tell you why later. I put mystery on it. So I can't tell you broke, right? You gotta put mystery spin. So I'm gonna tell you why I don't buy champagne later. It's a long and interesting story. Once I can trust you, I'm gonna tell you why I won't buy you champagne. You can trust me now. I will tell you. Not yet. Styling off. Anyway, as we got to know each other across the summer, eventually when we became friends, she came clean. She works for the club. She gets commission on champagne. Of course. The girls in the club, you're buying champagne for this thing. She gets a commission per bottle. What was interesting is this. She had on her phone a system. So she'd meet you, you'd buy her drinks the first night. You'd go a separate date the second night, you'd buy her drinks. Third day, she'd send a pre-decide already in her notes how you live far away and she can't fall in love again. She's only been with one man in her whole life. She falls in love with you. She's going to have her heart broken and she's scared. And then she'll ghost you for 3 days. Then eventually after begging, you'll get her back, but she wants to come, but not on her own because she's scared. She wants to bring 3 friends and she'll go to this restaurant. She wants to drink this champagne.